Hello, welcome back to Truth Seekers Tea. My name is Kate and I am so excited to have you here for this reading. We're going to be looking at what is going on in this connection. So whatever connection you have in mind, we're going to be spending the first portion looking at more of your energy towards the connection, what's going on your end. Then we're going to be looking at your person, and we'll probably dive a little bit deeper into their end because I like to just use it as a confirmation that you chose the right pile, but also to get an overview. But anyways, we'll also be getting a good amount of advice about this connection from Spirit, and we'll really be looking into what you need to know right now about this connection as well. So I'm excited to get into it today. We have 3 piles for you to choose from. So for pile 1, there is the Black Obsidian Crystal with the Intuitive Heart Tarot deck. And by the way, this is a fun fact. This is the deck that I actually learned tarot with. I was gifted it like several Christmases ago. So it means a lot to me, this deck, but it doesn't mean you should choose it. But so for pile 2, we have the Clear Quartz Heart with the Rainbow Heart Tarot deck. And for pile 3, we have the Queer Tarot deck with the Rose Quartz Crystal. I feel like this is losing its color, or maybe it just looks slightly less colored in the camera. But anyways, go ahead and pick the pile that you feel the most drawn to. Take as much time as you need and try not to overthink it. I'll be looking at how you're currently feeling about your person. So just go with the pile you feel the most drawn to, and you can always look at the energy check-in for a different pile as well. So I'll have the timestamps linked down below, so you can just quickly go to whatever pile you picked. And yeah, that's all I have. So let's get into your readings. Hello, pile 1. If you chose the Black Obsidian Crystal and the Intuitive Heart Tarot deck, then this is going to be your reading, where we're going to be looking at what's going on in the connection from your perspective, and then from your person's perspective as well. So then we'll be getting a good amount of advice for you guys too about just whatever Spirit feels like you need to know about the connection, maybe clarifying anything you're feeling confused about or not feeling confident about. So heading into those that chose the Black Obsidian Crystal, what is going on in this connection from pile 1's perspective? Okay. We have 6 of Wands coming out in reverse, the Hermit, the 8 of Cups. Okay, I feel like you're not feeling very seen in this connection. That's the first thing that's coming through. You seem to be in an energy of contemplation, and you may not be speaking with your person right now. I feel like there's an energy of you spending time by yourself or spending time away from this connection. Maybe you even had to go your own way apart from this connection, or maybe you're just thinking about it. Let's get some more. All right, we have the 4 of Pentacles here in reverse. We have the Star in reverse, Hierophant in reverse, 2 of Cups, a Magician in reverse. Okay, and 5 of Cups back of the deck. All right, so I feel like for you guys, pile 1, it feels like I'm hearing the song Losing My Religion by REM. But there's a feeling of losing your faith in this person and having to go on a difficult path solo. And maybe even there's an energy here of feeling like there's been defeat in this connection and feeling like it's almost like you have to cut your losses here. It's almost like you're searching for hope again, but you also have been losing hope about this connection. And it's also causing you to do a lot of reflection about your relationships and what you want to attract to yourself. And so it makes me feel like there's a lot of pain that you felt within this connection. Okay, this connection has triggered feelings of potentially even embarrassment in a way. There's almost an energy here of feeling rejected or feeling like, feeling like you were almost forced to, it's like you have regrets for this person. It's like almost like a feeling of regretting maybe the energy you put into them or what you got out of this connection. It's almost like this energy of almost feeling like this connection was misguided, or you didn't listen to yourself about what your heart was really saying about the connection. And maybe that ended up leading this connection to you feeling a lot of regret. I'm getting that there is like separation potentially with you and this person. I definitely feel like there's distance. But I feel like you've had to walk away from this connection, honestly. And I feel like you've been in this energy of rebuilding yourself and reconnecting with your intuition and your inner voice, and kind of remembering who you are after this connection. It's like you've lost some sort of stability here too. I feel like it's like there's been some sort of a loss here and a feeling of this not turning out the way that you wanted it to. You know, there's a feeling of going back to the drawing board and figuring out what you're looking for. It's like you're trying to relearn yourself and relearn what you really want. Because I feel like at one point you did feel like this is the person that you wanted, but I feel like it's gotten to a point where you're healing from this right now, is how it feels. And it feels like you are reflecting on what belief system got you into this situation or this relationship. And with the Magician in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse, why it manifested this way, or like why this relationship ended up hurting like this, you know? Yeah, I want to look at what you're learning right now. What is Pile 1 currently learning from this connection? Okay, so I forgive myself for holding on to the notion that no one understands me. I choose to believe that when I make an unwavering effort to understand myself and the way I feel, I'm able to effortlessly communicate with others on a deep level. Yeah, and so this kind of feels like a situation where you may have felt misunderstood. And it was probably painful because of that. You may feel like this person misunderstood you, or maybe people around this person and you, maybe there was a group that misunderstood you. But there's this feeling of having to really reconnect with yourself so you can understand how to attract situations with people that do see eye to eye with you. But there's this feeling of not knowing how to attract people that will understand you or have like the same mentality as you. And so there's almost this feeling of like feeling different or feeling outcasted in a way too. Or maybe your philosophy with this person or people that you were involved with this person didn't really align with your inner truth, and it was hard for you to recognize that. All right, we also have, I forgive myself for distrusting others to be able to take care of themselves, and that when I delegate tasks and make space for growth, I empower others to experience parts of themselves not previously known to them. Okay, so maybe you wanted to help this person that we're talking about, or maybe you wanted to save them or something, but they ended up not having the same mentality as you, and so I think it created a lot of discord. It was almost like this energy of wanting to heal this person, or maybe you recognize that this person had some sort of hurt within them, and there was a part of you that may have sacrificed yourself or wanted to help them, but then you were misunderstood for doing so. And then it says, I forgive myself for attaching meaning to the experience of aloneness. I choose to believe that it's through accepting solitude and connecting with myself in my own silence that I'm able to meet and integrate aspects of my being I've long been resistant to. Yeah, so there's this energy of maybe feeling like you are a lone wolf, or you may feel like you don't know. There's almost this energy of being very different from people in society, or kind of just having your own uniqueness. And there's Aquarius energy here, maybe feeling like yourself was suppressed in this connection too. But there's an energy of feeling very alone after this connection, or throughout this connection even. And it's almost like this connection highlighted the ways in which you don't see eye to eye with people, or you differ from people. Like, I feel like you're very different from this person, and you may have felt a sense of further isolation through this connection. Yeah, interesting. It's kind of a difficult energy, I feel like, that you felt through this connection for sure. Can you clarify this energy, please? A tempting offer has a high price. Yeah, and so you may have got yourself in a situation with someone that's very egoic. This person with the Six of Wands here in reverse and the Four of Pentacles, you may have thought that an opportunity with this person was going to bring so much more happiness and unity than it did end up bringing. And I feel like it's something that really caused you to question question the people around you. I feel like there's this energy of further distrusting the people around you, because I feel like this person may have given you an impression of themselves that ended up not being like who they are. And it was an isolating experience. I'm sorry that this is what happened to you guys. Pile 1 sounds really difficult. Yeah, holding on way too tight and strangely lonely. And it's like almost this energy of wanting this relationship to provide you with that feeling of feeling seen and understood. It's like you wanted this person to understand you. And with holding on way too tight, it's almost like you held on to the hope of this person giving something back to you or giving you understanding. And then it's almost like you found yourself feeling lonely while you were, there's a sense of loneliness around some sort of group of people or this person. And this feeling of not fitting in, but still trying to hold on to something that didn't really serve you in this connection, but hoping that it would. With the Magician here in reverse, maybe you have been trying to find a way for this connection to work out, but there's these like blatant differences. We also have you miss someone. Yeah. And so you could really miss this person still, and still kind of feel like you want to manifest, because the Magician here in reverse could say that you maybe still are feeling frustrated that this situation didn't kind of play in the way that you felt like it would, or you maybe were led to believe that things were going to end up different between you two. And this could have been because of the impression that they gave you about themselves. And so it could have been something that was misleading for you, this connection for you guys. Pile 1. Let me get my coffee. Yeah. And it's almost like there's a part of you, I feel like, that is like still wanting some sort of return from this person, or some sort of feeling that they understood you or that they cared, you know? There's almost this energy of that as well. So, okay, let's go into what your person's energy is like for this connection, where it is at from their perspective, and hopefully get some insights into this person and maybe clarify things that was difficult to understand about them. Can you please have me into pile 1's person's energy towards this connection? What does pile 1 need to know about their energy towards this connection? The King of Cups. 6 of Cups in reverse, the Chariot in reverse. What do they need to know about this connection? Okay, with the 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, the Death in reverse. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles, and then Justice at the back of the deck. Okay. Okay, so what I'm picking up on is there's this energy of this person honestly having feelings for you. Honestly, this person's feelings for you were real, but I almost feel like this person felt like they had to be strategic with their feelings for you because of some sort of a group. And I was picking up on a group's dynamic, or there may be people also involved, but they may have, this also may be someone that you worked with, or this may be someone that, like, you know, people from their work, or some sort of community that was shared with this person. Yeah, there's a feeling here of them having some sort of future plan that maybe revolves around what's the word? Like what's that word? Oh my gosh, the reputation. It's like this person cares about their reputation or their relationship with some sort of group. And I feel like it's because they have some sort of plan for the future with this group. Or with this like plan. It could even just be like a financial endeavor, or some sort of like friendship group, or just something that they're a part of. And I almost feel like when it comes to you, it's like they feel like there's barriers, or they feel like they can't push forward in this connection, or they feel like they're being blocked from momentum forward here towards you. It's something that does cause them a lot of anxiety here with the Nine of Swords. And it's almost like they don't really have a solution for this either, or they feel like they can't figure out a solution that really would serve the situation, because with the Justice here at the back of the deck, it's like, okay, and I'm also getting Libra energy from that as well. It's like this person is trying to manage two different situations, or like it's like almost like you're on one end of this and then like some other priority or responsibility of theirs is on the other. And it's like this person feels kind of caught up between the two and a little bit overwhelmed, honestly, mentally, about how to maintain balance within whatever this like group is and their feelings for you. And so it does cause them a lot of anxiety, and it would potentially require some sort of sacrifice. It's almost like they don't want to let go of some sort of opportunity. Okay, like there's an element of them not wanting to let go of either of you, though. That's kind of what I'm getting. It's almost this energy of them not wanting to lose either opportunity or drop either of these potentials, And so it's almost, and I'm seeing like the sun and the moon here, and so it's like I feel like on one side this person is very public with their relationships with some sort of a group, and then on the other side it's almost like they have these secret feelings for you, or this undercover sort of more secret element to them, which I feel like relates to you. And I feel like this person does have nostalgic feelings for you and still does think about you, honestly, with the Six of Cups there in reverse. And they may wonder if there'd be an opportunity for reconciliation in the future, but they almost feel like right now there's no way for them to push forward, or they perceive it that way. And the reason why they do is because they feel like there's some sort of other obligation or other focus in their life. And it's like they're thinking about their future and they're trying to plan it out, and they're having a hard time figuring out how to have victory in this connection with you while also not losing any opportunity that they may also be trying to balance out, is kind of what I'm getting. And this may cause a lot of confusion for you, or you may be feeling very confused as to whether or not this person even cares about you or recognizes you or sees you. And it's like there is an energy here that this person does care. They do care, but there's an energy of them trying to stay controlled within their emotions, and it's almost like an undercover feeling that they have about you. And I feel like they do try to figure it out. It's like they do try to figure out a plan. And I don't know if you guys are at a distance, but if you are, it's almost, maybe that's even a barrier. You don't have to be, but there's almost this energy of trying to riddle, like, how could I see this person? How could I see pile one? How could I talk to them? I don't want to let them go. I don't want to lose this opportunity, but I also am not ready to completely shift something else in my life. And so I'm trying to get the best of both worlds, or trying to maintain that balance there, basically. Yeah, I hope that makes sense so far. I want to look at what this person's energy is like. The Archetype cards. What is pile one's person's energy like? Okay, we have Father here in reverse. Let's get one more. Child nature. And then Don Juan at the back of the deck also. Okay. So I feel like with this Father here, and the King of Cups, like, again, maybe this person has a family, you guys. Like, for some of you, it's almost like they have some sort of an allegiance to, they may be like a manager, they may be looking over like a group, basically. So it says talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. So it's almost like this person may be some sort of leader, or may have like a higher role where they definitely have to look out for the growth of this, whatever it is. It could be like a company, it could be a family that they have, it could be children that they have, but it's almost like this person feels this pressure to be something to everyone, you know what I mean? And so I feel like they're kind of held back from focusing solely on you, because they feel like they have other responsibilities and like a role that they just can't leave behind. And so they feel very much held back by that. Yeah. So we have child nature, friendship with animals, communication with nature spirits. Shadow attribute, tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. I just want to look at the imagery a little bit. And they may view you, honestly, because we have child and father here. And so this person may even view, you may be younger than this person, but there's almost this energy of them feeling like they're responsible for people, or they are trying to be something for everyone. And with the Six of Cups in reverse, it's like, they almost may even feel like they're disappointing you, or they may feel guilty for disappointing you. Yeah. Or not fulfilling some sort of a role that you wanted them to fulfill, or that they felt obligated to fulfill for you. Yeah, and so there's almost this energy of a deep care for you. You know what I mean? They have this energy of very much caring for you, almost similar to like a family like love. And this person may feel like they're under some sort of obligation to guide you or show you some sort of ropes or help you in some way. And it's almost like this energy of wanting to be fair, but feeling like they're failing their duties. Like that's almost how they feel. And they see you as very innocent and pure, and it's almost like they don't want to squander that either. Yeah, let's keep looking into it. What else is their energy towards this connection, or what represents them in this? Okay, we have healing from heartache, invasion, boundaries violated, dominance, and then be your true self. Okay. And so we do have dictatorial control, abuse of authority here as well. So this person could have with this invasion, boundaries violated, dominance, they may sometimes, if they can't balance everything out, they may come into a more shadowy energy where they may kind of let this side of them come out where they're trying to be controlling of everything. It's almost like the way this person's anxiety it's like they feel this pressure to be on top of everything. And sometimes I feel like that can go into a category of being a little bit controlling, honestly. So this could be controlling towards you or controlling towards the environment that they're in. But I feel like with be your true self here, it's like that's that death card. It's like there's almost this energy of them being on the precipice of leveling up or standing in a more authentic version of themselves. And it's almost like you are an invitation for them to do that, or it's almost like you, by meeting you, they've almost felt encouraged to step further into that. But I almost feel like it's almost like they'd have to give up this role of being in control of everything, if that makes sense. It's almost like they're in this energy of the way that they handle, they may have some sort of also like heart chakra blockage or some like with healing from heartache. It's like the way that this person maybe deals with their anxiety or their stress can be kind of pushing things or being a little bit invasive to the people that they may look over. You know what I mean? Because I am getting this energy of them looking over people and almost like wanting to look over you too. And by that, it means almost like they want to be controlling. But I feel like deep down what they really want is to find more innocence and love and happiness in their life. And it's almost like with be your true self, it's like, I feel like that you're very authentic to yourself. And I feel like this person is under some sort of pressure now to put down a facade and step into who they are and kind of release this more negative, toxic pattern of feeling like they have to know the future, feeling like they always have to be in control of everything. Because I feel like that's something that really, like, they overthink a lot and they try to find solutions. And it's like they'll think themselves to a point where it's like there's no way forward. You know, it's like they'll put a lot of stress on themselves to figure out solutions. And I feel like it can kind of manifest as being controlling or being uptight or anxious or something like that, you know. But there's this energy of them having this maybe wounded inner child that causes them to feel like they have to know everything, or like they feel like they have to be the wiser one in situations, be the one who's advising other people, be the person that knows, you know what I mean? There's like an energy of that. And so I'm not exactly sure what gave this person that sort of feeling, but it's like there is a protectiveness to them that can manifest when they're feeling out of control, almost as like then they'll start controlling their environment. Can you clarify this energy that pile one person's coming through in? Okay, it says, I forgive myself for thinking I need others to understand my dream before it is safe to pursue it. I choose to believe that when I alone honor my desires, I allow for the emergence of a truer version of myself and the alignment with my highest self. Okay, so there also is an energy of this person trying to fit into some sort of a group, or like with this Three of Pentacles, it's like they feel like they really care about what other people think about them, and they may be like overcoming some sort of false self with this Death in reverse. It's like they have to let go of some sort of version of themselves in order to be with you or to move towards you. And what's blocking them is their resistance towards feeling like they can't break free or become a new person and change their future because they feel like they need everyone to understand where they're coming from. And so that may have caused them to be inauthentic towards you. And you know what, with invasion, boundaries, and violated and dominance, it even could be that sometimes this person feels like they feel controlled by a certain group, or they feel vulnerable to groupthink sometimes. That's what I'm getting. Okay, it says, I forgive myself for expecting others to carry out the experiences I feel would bring me joy. I choose to believe that each individual holds a unique energetic signature they were born to embody, and I best support them by holding space patiently without expectation. Okay, yeah, and there is this caregiver energy here where it's like this person can get controlling over people because they think that they're doing what's best for them. And there's almost this energy of this person needing to learn that their way isn't always the best way, and they may just feel like the people that they're advising, or it could even be you, they may even expect you to follow some other path. And maybe you are following some other path, because it said the Eight of Cups there was something that what you were going through, and maybe you did have to step away from this connection and kind of pursue your own path. And it's almost like this energy of them feeling maybe like they don't understand why you did that, but it's almost like you're representing some sort of wound within this person where maybe they gave up some sort of dream of theirs, or they lived a life that was like going to be more acceptable to other people. And I feel like you came in and maybe decided against that type of lifestyle, and it's kind of like this person is feeling the pressure of needing to kind of realize that they maybe have been not necessarily being their true self. Yes, it says, I forgive myself for creating pressure to embody a rigid version of myself that's unnatural to me. Basically understanding that you can be multidimensional and that you're changing and expanding in every moment. You're multidimensional. This person feels a really, sorry, I said that so wrong, but this person has a really strong feeling that they have some sort of responsibility or role that they have to be in. And I feel like that role that they feel like forced to be in is what stops them from being able to really go after what they want and to be able to let go of things that don't serve them. And I feel like that's the main barrier between you and this person. And so I feel like this person views you as an inspiration, but also something that triggers them, because it's almost showing that it's almost putting them to the test of something that they have maybe not, a lesson they haven't really integrated, you know, which is basically not feeling like this person has this like pack mentality that I feel like was put onto them, and now they kind of expect other people to follow that. And I feel like you're very much like the lone wolf, like you don't fall into that category. And so it's like this person, it's like they don't even know how to manage that almost, I guess. Interesting. And it may be that maybe they don't want to let go of you too, or maybe they also have like fears of you getting away. That's something I'm also thinking about. So they may want to think about ways that they could contact you or get to you. Like this person hasn't let go of you. What else for pile one? We have the Heart Eater. Fear that the light will bring judgment. Yeah, it's like this person's super afraid of stepping into their authentic self. They're afraid what would happen, you know, like what if the people that they're around them like don't accept them for it. And so I feel like this person suffers in silence a lot and doesn't really honor the feelings that they're having, you know. Yeah, we have Smother here in reverse. This person feels very much pressured to be a certain person, or to stay in this mold of a version of themselves that really doesn't work for them. And I feel like this person is really wanting to break free from some sort of past identity, and they want to follow. I'm hearing like they want to follow you, you know. But they're having a hard time with this energy of feeling stuck, or feeling like they have to adhere to some sort of group mentality, or yeah, some sort of situation that doesn't really serve them. So we have not for you here in reverse. Yeah, there's an energy here of them feeling almost this sense of like not accepting that certain things in their life, like they can decide that, like if they feel this way, if they feel like they want to do something else, like it's something that they're allowed to acknowledge and follow through with. And I feel like this person may feel like there's people in their life that really aren't the best for them, but they have a hard time understanding that they can be free and they can be authentic and they can step away, and it doesn't matter what these people are going to think, you know. But they feel blocked by this anxiety. It's all in their head. It's like they have all this mental anxiety about leaving these people behind or leaving some sort of identity behind. But it's almost like in order to claim this new opportunity in life, it's almost like they have an opportunity to shift their direction. Like I also have fork in the road, so that's kind of what's making me think of this. But it's like there's this energy of this person realizing that they kind of are at a fork in the road. And they maybe do have a new opportunity with you, or maybe they've wanted to pursue something new within their life, but it does feel like something that's like maybe their career or some like family, like enterprise. I don't even know if that's how it feels. But with fork in the road here, it's like they're realizing that they do have a choice to make and they can make a choice. And I think that's what's hard for them too, though. All right, I'm going to get one more of these guys. Time to go. Yeah, this person is not realizing there's some situation that they really need to step away from that is directly blocking this connection. And they're really needing to realize that the time is now to make a decision. And you know what? They may even feel somewhat like controlled by some sort of father figure or some sort of person. And it's like this person's inner child feels like it's been somehow diminished by their lifestyle or the leadership around them or the authorities that they've had throughout their life. And it's almost like this person was becoming the same version of whoever like inspired them to have that sort of mentality. But this person has always had a much more childlike energy to them that they feel like they've had to suppress. And so I feel like you represent an opportunity for them to claim that and not go along with this other energy that they had been in before they met you, is kind of what I'm getting here. So yeah, let's look at what advice Spirit has for you about this connection, or what Spirit wants you to know. There's some sort of situation they need to break free from, though. And they need to not be afraid of how it could be difficult, you know, because I think they're afraid of facing that too, like how it could be. They're afraid of missing the people too. If they do plan to move away, it's like they're afraid of like the people they have to leave behind or something like that. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to look at what advice Spirit has for you about this connection. What advice do we have for pile 1? Okay. It says intoxication, distorted view, overindulgence, stifled, bored, and stuck. And then autumn is my last chance. Okay. So I feel like for you though, what's going on your side is that I feel like there is a need to make sure that you're not relying on this person, that this person isn't taking your power away or holding you back in some sort of way. Because with intoxication, distorted view, and overindulgence, it could mean that there's certain illusions at play in this connection, or it could be that you're not seeing things 100% clearly. But with autumn is my last chance, it's like there's an energy here, Spirit saying, so what this card talks about is how you may feel abandoned and alone, and it's like you're waiting for someone to save you, basically. But then you realize that you're meant to save yourself. And this apple, you've been holding this apple the whole time. And you really learn self-love once you learn how to be self-sufficient and to eat your own apple, basically. So I feel like Spirit's encouraging you to realize that the answer is within you and your own independence. And if you're feeling caught up, or if you're feeling like stuck in a way, you may be feeling stuck by this connection. It's almost like Spirit's saying there are things you're not seeing clearly, and there's a need to see, we have dependency. That's funny because there's the apple again. Spirit's wanting you to know that you're not dependent on this person, or they want you to overcome thinking that you need this person for your happiness, or thinking you need this person, or letting this person have any sort of power over you. You have your own apple. You don't need to wait for this person. We have stay back. Yeah, this person is encouraging you to put boundaries in with this person. Your dreams are closer than you think. Okay, and then we have the gallery of those who came before, slimy, The heart eater and the sheep who wandered and found a different shepherd. Yeah. And I feel like Spirit's saying, like, you don't have to suffer in silence with this, or take on the burden of this person's issue, because I almost feel like you may want to save this person, or you may really want to help this person go on their correct path or something. But I feel like Spirit's saying, with the gallery of those who came before, this person is on their own path, and as of right now, this person is not necessarily healthy for you, and it almost feels like they may be holding you back in a way. And I feel like Spirit's saying, keep going on this journey, because you're going to find more success and more happiness and emotional fulfillment the more that you push away your feelings of maybe wanting to depend on this person, or wanting to fit into a life also that doesn't serve you. Because it's almost like this energy of wanting to find belonging and wanting to find self-confidence and your place in the world through this person, or maybe through what they're affiliated with. And it's like, there's an energy here of needing to understand that you're meant to be different from that. You're meant to be on your own path. You're a very unique person. And with this slimy in reverse, it's like, understand that like fitting in that way comes with this energy that doesn't serve you. Okay. And I feel like Spirit's very much the sheep who wandered and found a different shepherd. It's like, there's a need to find a people that are better for you, and understand that you may be your biggest enemy right now, not seeing that there's a need to put a boundaries with this person, at least for now, while they're not really in the best energy for you. There's a need to keep continuing on this journey where you're following your heart, and you are leaving behind things that don't serve you. It's when to know how to recognize a codependent relationship too. Yeah. And it's almost like this energy of maybe this person also, I was picking up on the energy of like almost this person wanting you to be more like them, or like thinking that that would be a solution. But I feel like you've walked away, or you've kind of gone on your own path. Or maybe you will do that in the future. But let's get some more. What energy are they stepping into? For thinking others should also be excited about what I personally find to be interesting and worthwhile, I choose to believe that my preferences are a unique expression of who I am, and I may experience equal fulfillment and clarity when honoring my desires independently. Yeah, it's like you're meant to go on your own path, and you're meant to not let a lack of support from other people make you any less likely to pursue it. It's like you're meant to kind of lean on yourself right now. It says, I forgive myself for pressuring myself to understand more than I am meant to know at the present moment. I choose to believe that there are things that have never meant to be in my hands and are instead divinely guided. Yeah. And so you may be feeling like you need to find a solution to the situation, or you may be really trying to understand like why this person was this way, or you may just be really having a hard time understanding what the purpose of all this was. And I feel like Spirit's saying in time, like the answers will be revealed. But for now, just keep kind of following your intuition. The next thing is, I forgive myself for shaming my inclination to fall into deep despair in the face of challenge. I choose to believe that my most intense emotions contain crucial messages when received. Allow for the alignment with my truest desires. And I feel like this goes with the heart eater energy. Is like you may be struggling with the intensity of emotions that you're going through and the transition that you're going through. But I feel like Spirit's saying to be kind with yourself right now, and to understand that you're doing big shifts in your life, and it eventually will make sense. But you're meant to keep going, and you're also meant to be kind to yourself and not shame yourself for feeling like you don't understand where you're going, or you don't understand, like that's a part of the journey. That's like a part of what you're supposed to be going through right now. And so I feel like Spirit's saying like you are going through exactly what you're supposed to, and eventually it will make sense. Yeah. So I'm going to get, I want to find it if I can. 1 second. I'm just looking for a certain Oracle deck. You know what? I might just get like one of these cards. Let me get one of these guys to finish off the guidance part of this. All right. What advice do we have for Pile 1? Your guidance is divinely guided. So they're trying to explain to you that whatever intuitive feelings you're getting, it's all serving a higher purpose, and it's not for no reason. Where are you being called to journey to? yeah, it's like you're on this journey now to fulfill your own path is kind of how I feel. And like there's this energy of wander to find a different shepherd. You're wandering to find a place where your independent dreams are going to be fulfilled, not the wishes of other people. It's almost like this energy of you having a very unique dream that you need to fulfill in this life. With your dreams are closer than you think, but there's a need to overcome codependency that could stifle you stepping fully into your destiny and your power. And so I feel like Spirit's saying this is happening for a reason, and you're not meant to live a life like other people. You're not meant to kind of fall into the same energy as other people. And so there's this energy of just like keep going with that. Yeah, so that's what I have for you guys, pile one. If this resonated, please do make sure you hit the like button. It really supports my videos and it just means a lot. So thank you guys for everyone that's been doing that. Leave a comment if you feel like it. I do really like to read them because I'm doing these alone and I like to see how it resonates. And make sure you subscribe. I'll be posting 2 pick a card readings every week. So I hope to see you at the next one. And thank you so much for watching. Okay, pile 2, if you chose the clear quartz crystal and the rainbow heart tarot deck, then this is going to be your reading where we're going to be looking at what's going on in the connection that you have in mind. We'll be looking at it from your perspective and then also your person's perspective. And we'll spend a little bit more time on your person's perspective. And then we will also be doing a pretty thorough, what do you need to know about this connection, or what advice does Spirit have for you right now in regards to this connection, and hopefully kind of paint a path forward that gives you more clarity. So let's start off, please, with pile 2's. That really popped out. I'm not going to take it, but pile 2's perspective on this connection right now. What's going on with pile 2 in regards to this connection? King of Wands. What's going on with pile 2? 9 of Swords in the reverse, Judgment, Queen of Pentacles. What's going on with pile 2? King of Cups in reverse, 8 of Cups. Okay. The Hangman in reverse, 8 of Swords. Okay. And the Devil at the back of the deck. Okay. So I feel like you have felt very attached to this person that you're thinking of. Okay. I feel like they are being represented with this dual nature here, with this King of Wands energy. So this person may show up in the world as someone who's very confident. They may have a lot of people that like them. Sorry, this is something that's randomly like catching my eyes. A snake on the end of the torch, and I think it's a snake, and it's making me feel like this person has a dual nature to them, or has this energy of coming off one way, but deep down kind of being emotionally manipulative, honestly, and not being clear with their emotions, or playing sort of mental game, playing emotional games with you, playing games. But they may always come off confident and like nothing's happening, or it may be very hard to, they have like a good poker face. It's like, it's hard to read this person sometimes, but it's like you feel intuitively like there's something you need to see about this person, or you just feel trapped here too with the 8 of Swords. It's like there's this energy of feeling confused, like you don't know what the truth is about this person, or it's like you're having a hard time seeing it from a different perspective. And I feel like you're in this energy of really wanting to get truth about this with Judgment. It's like you want truth about this situation. And I feel like you're even willing to look at your own behavior and figure out whether or not, you're thinking of yourself. You're trying to figure out if there's something wrong with you in this connection, and to explain this person, because I feel like this person is honestly really confusing to you because they have this dual nature here. And with the Devil's energy, it makes me feel like this person may sometimes have questionable intentions, or the fact that they are dualistic is kind of like this devilish energy here. And I feel like with this 9 of Swords in reverse, it's like this person has really confused you, It's like this person has really confused you about what to do in this situation, whether or not you should wait for them, whether you should. There's this energy of not knowing what to think about them, not knowing what the truth is, being very confused and very lost. And so I feel like this is a really difficult energy that you had to experience here. I feel like it's possible you maybe had no choice but to walk away, or you are contemplating doing that. It's almost like you have no choice because you don't understand this person. It's like you're trying to figure out what the right thing to do is, but it's hard because it's like your vision is obscured. It's hard to see and you feel stuck. And so you may, the Hangman reverse, it's like there's this energy of you wanting to blossom or you wanting to evolve here. It's like there's a strong desire that you have with this Queen of Pentacles energy to feel more stable and to feel more grounded. It's like what you're really wanting here is to feel more grounded, right? Because I feel like this person has maybe gotten you in your head a lot or really confused you mentally. And so like what you're really craving, I feel like is just stability and like truth. And yeah. And so I feel like with this Hangman reverse, I just want to look at it a little bit more. It's like, it's almost like this person's preventing you from blossoming in some sort of a way. Like it's almost like there's a feeling of you being in this cocoon here and this person having something to do with your journey in blossoming into someone who potentially is very grounded. It's almost like this energy of going from a less grounded energy to a more grounded energy. But it's almost like until you understand the situation and understand your role in the situation or what you're meant to learn in it, it almost feels like there's a locked, it's like I'm hearing locked out of heaven, but like not in the way that the song is. It's more like you kind of feel, or the truth of the situation is that you're almost going to be tied up and stuck here until you learn to surrender to the situation and figure out what you can do for yourself in this situation, or what you have to do. Because maybe a part of you has been expecting them to do something, or maybe you were hoping that they would give you more clarity, but I almost feel like it's at a point where you may be realizing that the only way to feel better and feel more grounded is by walking away from this relationship and this person. And it's like there's this journey happening of waiting for someone to help you, or waiting for the answer to come to you, but not realizing that the answer may be something that's very much within your hands. And it may be that this situation has the only way you break free from it is realizing that you're not waiting on this person to free you. It's almost like you want this person to free you, but Spirit's saying you're not even really stuck in reality. You have the potential, you have the strength to get yourself out of this. If you surrender. And so I'm almost getting this energy of like the more you overthink about this person and the more you overthink it, like the more stuck you get, the more confused you get. And I feel like Spirit's almost saying like surrender. The best way you're going to find your truth is by surrendering and sitting still. Because I almost feel like a part of your mind is like very active about this, just trying to figure out who this person is. Are they like, who are they, why is there this dual nature? And I feel like I'm here to tell you because this person is dual natured. And I feel like with the Eight of Cups, it's like you may be not wanting to walk away from this, or you may be still waiting for something. You don't want to surrender it just yet, but I feel like Spirit's saying because of that, it's keeping you caught here. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. Let's get a couple Oracle cards. Sorry, I want this to be straight. Yeah, and look at how the answer's in her hands. The crystals and the jewels, the worth has been in their hands the whole time. And so I'm saying worth now. So maybe even some sort of you may be feeling like this person's keeping something captive from you, or it's like they need to give you something. It's almost like this energy of waiting for them to free you, but the truth being it's in your hands. And Judgment talks about self-judgment a lot too. Okay, it says, I forgive myself for fearing and avoiding what may happen should I allow true vulnerability. I choose to believe that when I acknowledge my fears, I adjust the trajectory my life is moving in so that I may be more intentional in what I'm building. Yeah, and so you may be feeling stuck here because that may be something that's causing you to feel more stuck, is not really speaking up for what you want or not knowing what to do in a way. I'm going to look at a couple more. It says, for undervaluing my love and underestimating my strength. Yeah, I forgive myself for doing that. I choose to believe that I'm only beginning to know the loving purpose I serve in this world, and I am expanding into my powerful wholeness with each and every passing moment. Yeah, it's like you may feel like this person has a power, or you are underestimating the strength of your own courage and your own power that you have within self. And you may be feeling like your vulnerability right now is something that is a weakness, and it may be making you feel more weak that you feel so intensely. Honestly, you guys, pile 2, I feel like you do feel very strongly in general. So it says, I forgive myself for worrying I may disappoint others and being my true self. I choose to believe that by being loyal to myself, I encourage others to free themselves by shedding attachments to preconceived expectations. Yeah, there may be you may like have this truth that's like actually boiling up within you within this connection, but you may be suppressing it or like kind of feeling like you have to show up. Okay, here's what I'm kind of getting. Maybe you feel like you have to show up in this grounded way, or you're afraid of what this person will think. If you express your truth. And so there may be this truth here, this anxiety that you feel about this connection, but you may sometimes feel like you have to save face with this person, or you don't really show them your true feelings. This even may be about you here, is that you may even feel like you have this emotional whirlwind going, but you may feel like you have to put on this brave face to this person. While meanwhile, you're actually feeling a lot of difficult energy. Yeah, and literally what I just said, I forgive myself for shaming myself for the intensity in which I experience my life. I choose to believe that when I open myself up to the full spectrum of experience, I give myself permission to explore the depths of my being so I may gain a clear understanding of who I am to be in the world. Yeah, and so there may be this energy of shaming yourself or feeling like you shouldn't be having so many issues, or you shouldn't be struggling mentally, or it's emotionally and mentally. It's like there's this energy of a lot of fear of perhaps not being satisfied with something in your life or in this connection, okay? And it's almost like you need to speak up for it, and you're learning how to speak up for it and to know that you'll be okay if you do that. But there's almost this fear of being honest with yourself, to yourself, and to other people. Yeah, and then it also says for avoiding the experience of that which is new and unknown. So yeah, you may be feeling stuck in some sort of situation or tied to this connection or tied to a certain situation because you're afraid to really claim your authenticity and claim and express your emotions. And even if it's almost this energy of not wanting to surrender to the truth, or not wanting to surrender to your authentic truth, or thinking that maybe if you pretend like you're not feeling that way, then it'll go away. There's this energy of not surrendering to the true judgment of self that needs to happen. But judgment talks about inner truth. And it's like there may be a situation that's going to be hard to leave or something like that, but you may feel like you may feel obligated to stay in something. Yeah, interesting. Okay, I want to look at, yeah, okay, I'm just going to go into your person's energy. Maybe that will paint the picture a little bit more clear. Because this does feel like this is a lot about you, just individually right now too, and maybe this person represents some sort of a attachment to an old identity, or an identity that you feel safer in, or something like that. Please have me into pile 2's person. What's going on in this connection from pile 2's perspective? Pile 2's person's perspective. We have the Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, King of Cups. What's going on with pile 2's person? All right, we have the Six of Swords, we have Strength, Nine of Wands. I'm going to take that upright. The Eight of Pentacles. Okay, this is a very interesting energy. Four of Cups. Page of Wands in the reverse position. Let me get a sip of water. Okay, it feels like your person's been working really hard on something. That's what's coming through. They're very dedicated to maybe some sort of work here, but it feels like they're very much dedicated to overcoming some sort of a challenge that they perceive that is like there's sort of like a whole narrative going on with this person themselves. It's like there's an energy of them feeling extremely dedicated to some sort of transformation that they want to go through, is what I'm getting. Okay, and so it may be that they're so focused on their work or something. It's like they're so focused on some sort of goal that they have that it's like they may not be super in touch with you emotionally right now. There's almost an energy of this person not really connecting with you on an emotional level, or they may, with Page of Wands in reverse, this person may be suppressing their inner child right now within this connection, and it's like they almost feel this obligation to overcome. It's like they're in this very dedicated energy where they feel this need to be very mature right now. And it's almost like they're not really open to fun things or new excitement because they're so dedicated to something. And it may be because of something from their past that was hard for them. So the Nine of Wands and the Six of Swords, which is implying that there's something from their past that has caused them to feel super dedicated to some sort of a cause or some sort of work here. And I feel like, though, maybe it's causing them to neglect their emotions, or they may be perceiving emotional maturity as not really addressing your emotions or addressing your inner child's wants. They may be kind of viewing certain things as like childish in this connection. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. There's this energy of them having it's kind of reminds me of pile one in a way, but it's almost different because it's like this person feels like they've earned their stripes in some sort of a way, or they feel like dedication. This person has this perspective of the connection that like dedication is what really enduring, you know what I mean? Like this person almost thinks like enduring through challenges is the way to bring things to a better situation. But there's almost an energy maybe of you wanting to change something up in your life, and maybe this person feels like you shouldn't be taking different opportunities or changing up your path. There's almost an energy here of this person maybe stifling where you can go in life because it's almost like they feel like they know. It's like this person feels like they know the way to get through challenge. And this person takes a lot of pride in their strength of character and strength of emotion and their dedication. This person has like a strong dedication in this energy of with this Four of Cups here, like it's like this person feels like they should, if there's like some sort of issue in your life, like you shouldn't quit. Like this person has like a don't quit energy almost. And so I don't know if this is about something to do with your life or this connection, but it may be that you feel like this connection maybe holds you back, or maybe your guys' viewpoints aren't in alignment in some capacity too within life, or the way that you guys the way that your life path is unfolding, maybe something that's at an odds with each other. And it's almost like this energy of this person feeling absolutely certain that you should keep persisting through some sort of challenging situation almost. So I don't know if you're going through something different right now. You guys have to let me know, or I mean, I don't know if you guys want to comment that publicly, but what's this person's energy here? What is pile two's person's energy? Okay, yeah, it says, I forgive myself for avoiding experience that is new and unknown. That's that Four of Cups, and then persisting. That when I accept life's invitation to try something new I've not experienced, I discover an even deeper connection to what's like possible, basically. It says, for considering opinions which oppose mine as a threat to my self-expression, I choose to believe that I may show loyalty to myself despite the existence of opposing ideas, as only I can fully appreciate the experience. Yeah. Again, there's this energy of them maybe wanting you to, maybe feeling threatened by you having a different viewpoint than them, basically. And they may just feel very much like, because of what they've been through, like they don't like when someone is going to do a different path than them. I feel like I've gotten this energy in my reading before, and it's like, is this someone that you guys are dating, or is this like a father figure? I don't know. It's like, it kind of feels like both. And there's just this energy of very much thinking that maybe they feel like you are someone who wants to do again, this reminds me of Pile One also, like with the Page of Wands in reverse. It's like they don't want any new ideas, they don't want any like fresh spirit energy, you know. It's like they want to do things the way they've always done them, and they feel like that's the best way to do them. And that may just be some sort of a clash of you guys may clash within your like philosophies. Yeah, it says, I forgive myself for thinking I need others to understand my dreams before it is safe to pursue it. I choose to believe that when I'm alone, honor my desires, I allow for the emergence of a truer version of myself. Yeah, it's like this person may feel like they may interpret you doing something different than them, or having a different opinion on something, on their work or something like that, as an insult or something that's meant to hurt them. Like they almost may see you as like a rebel or something like that. And they may feel like this is something that it's like their inner child wasn't able to do. It's like they have again, you guys, this is really similar to Pile One. It's like this person has a suppressed inner child, and it's almost like you are threatening them by letting your inner child not be suppressed in that same way. Yeah, you guys, very interesting. Very interesting. I'm going to get one more of these. Yeah, it says, I forgive myself for neglecting my internal world and instead living by reacting to what is placed before me. When I take time to fully appreciate and accept my fears, I begin to operate from a version of myself that's not ruled by those fears. Yeah, there's this energy of them putting their head down and just dealing with what's in front of them on the physical level. And it's like this person may neglect their feelings, or they may see emotional strength as not feeling emotions and basically just putting your head down and doing the work. It's like you guys just have a different viewpoint, honestly. Yeah, it says, I need to prove myself that I'm good enough to receive that which I desire as well. So yeah, interesting. Very, very interesting. I want to get more information about, you know, what this means in relevance to you. And it's like they may feel like there's just one version of strength. It's like this person may feel like there's only one truth. Yeah, this person feels like there's just one truth. You know, it's like hard for them to understand. Yeah, we have observer in reverse. It's hard for this person to see from your perspective, is what I'm getting. This person struggles to understand the way that you may go about things, because it's a different perspective from theirs. Yeah, so we also have yang here. And so this person may operate from a very masculine energy, and they may neglect their internal emotions, which is something that may stifle you or cause you to feel misunderstood by them. We also have unfinished symphony here. Maybe this person doesn't want to leave this connection or something, and maybe like you are not sure if this connection is right for you, but it's like there's this energy of them not leaving things unfinished, you know. And sometimes there's a need to slow down and pause and just kind of allow life to flow. But I feel like this person's viewpoint is very much like do and fix and stay dedicated to the one thing. But sometimes, you know, we have to realize that you can change your mind about things as well. Let's see what else is going on from their perspective. They're having a hard time seeing from a different viewpoint. That's very clear. We have under a spell here. Mysterious mother. What is her energy like in regards? We have the sword. Again, there's a lot of swords. It's like they feel like they have such clarity. Death of the deceitful as well. Okay, so they may view you as like they almost feel like there's something naive about you, or they almost feel like you're not seeing straight or you're not seeing clearly. It's almost like this person's they feel like you may be delusional or chasing some sort of fantasy or something like that. Like they feel like what your dreams are not in touch with like what would actually be good for you. And it's like almost like they don't see the feminine energy of that being a valid way of making decisions too. And it's almost like this person values intellect and logical reasoning a lot more. And so with Death of the Deceitful, it's almost like this person thinks that you may be being misled, or they almost think that there is some sort of energy around you that isn't what you think it is, you know? And so it's almost like this person is wanting to give you clarity about something, but it's almost like very much what their viewpoint is, if that makes sense. So you guys have to let me know, is this a romantic relationship? It's kind of feeling like it could be any kind of a relationship. Pile 2's person. What's going on with that Pile 2's person? Yeah, be your true self in reverse. You guys, I feel like Pile 1 and 2 are connected. Yeah, time for change, to learn something new, to use technology and gadgets with wisdom. It's like this person isn't open to a new version of philosophy of life or going about life in a different way. And I feel like that's something that's serving as a barrier here, because it's almost like you feel like if you go your own way, you may lose this person's love or something like that even, you know? And it's almost like this person's lack of acceptance for change and new things may stifle them accepting you for who you are. And there's this energy of them needing to release that energy of there's only one right way, you know? We also have please don't lose hope. Autumn is my last chance. Guidance, but where will it lead you at the back of the deck too? Yeah, this person almost thinks that you're under some sort of false guidance for something, but I don't think you are. I just think that this person is falsely thinking that you're falsely being guided. It's like, this is like a situation of guidance, or this person feels like they know what's right for you or something. It's like they feel like they don't want you to be misguided, you know, but by wanting to avoid that, it's or wanting to tell you where to go, or like this person, it's almost like they have good intentions, but this person is needing to understand that there's other ways that are also positive. And with please don't lose hope, it's almost like they're almost underestimating your strength, or underestimating the strength of trusting yourself and authenticity and things like that. It's almost like this person sees you as lost, or sees you as maybe pushing away opportunities that would be good for you in their eyes. Like it's almost like this person wants you to give into some sort of a version or vision of what would be successful for you. That would be their version of success. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah, what I didn't even get an archetype card for you guys yet. I want to see. I just saw the gambler card too. It's almost like this person doesn't understand your philosophy. What energies are relevant to Pile 2's person? We have Child Divine in reverse. Yeah, inability to defend oneself against negative forces. Innocence, purity, redemption suggests a special connection with the divine. This person feels like you need to be protected or something, or like they don't understand your ways, or they feel like they have to protect you. So it says angel, helping those in need with no expectation of return. Shadow attributes, acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. Yeah, there's this energy of them not like understanding like where your guidance comes from or where your intelligence comes from, but I feel like you're like connected with spirit, honestly. And so we also have thief, sheds light on potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. Shadow attributes, stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. Okay, let me just think about that. There's an energy here of this person being afraid, almost feeling like they have to protect you, because there's this energy of them not thinking that you know what you're talking about, or not thinking that like your intelligence is valid intelligence, but it is, by the way. And I feel like with thief being here, it's almost like this person views you as having something that maybe people would take advantage of or steal or something. But I almost feel like there's a need for them to let go of control and let go of trying to assert their view and only seeing it from their perspective, really. So yeah, very interesting. And the exploitation of the female form. You know what song I'm getting? Cat Stevens. If you're gonna leave, take good care. I hope you found a lot of nice friends out there. There's a lot of bad and beware. So yeah, this could be some sort of like, I don't know, someone who was like above you in something, or someone who like felt like an obligation to lead you, some sort of like guidance energy, but someone who is not believing that your guidance is leading you to the right place. And it's almost like they're afraid that you'll be misguided, but it's actually a reflection of their inability to see that there are other paths to theirs. And they may want you to stay in some sort of situation. And maybe that's why you're feeling like caught up or tied up too by this connection. Yeah, so let's get advice for you regarding this situation, whatever you need to hear right now. It's almost like they don't understand like how the divine energy can support you, or the divine feminine energy supports. If they had it their way, they would want you to keep down some sort of already paved path. You know, it's like this person thinks that you should do that. I don't know why they think they have that authority, but I don't know. Okay, so let's look at what advice Spirit has for you. Invasion, boundaries, violated dominance. Yeah, it's like this person may be careful of this person because they may even be holding you back because they don't want you to, they may like kind of be wanting to hold you back because they want to keep you, or maybe they're gaining something by you being around, or they may secretly be kind of not wanting you to go on your own because then they may lose control over you. So be careful with that. And then we also have an important end and a new beginning. And so Spirit's alluding that if you're able to walk away from the situation, there's something really special waiting for you. And you're meant to kind of step into something here. You're not meant to be under the control of this person. Yeah, it says collision of belief styles, attitudes, and energies, and then healing from heartache. Yeah, and so I feel like Spirit's saying like, and be your true self at the back of the deck. Yeah, I feel like you may, oh, you want to know what song I'm getting now? Is Mulan. Who is that girl I see staring straight back at me? Like I would break my family's heart. So anyways, this may cause some sort of heartbreak by having to go your own way. But Spirit's saying it's just because there's a difference in the way that you guys are viewing the situation with collision, belief styles, attitudes, energies. And it's going to be worth it, is kind of what Spirit's saying. Is even if you're afraid of how this person will react to you kind of going your own way, I feel like Spirit's very much encouraging you to not let yourself be dominated and not let yourself give in to someone else's like thought pattern that isn't authentic to you. We have repopulation. Yeah, there's important an end and a new beginning. That's like this energy too. Like it's time to get better for yourself, or it's like you may be feeling like you need to say, yeah, we have no bull. You may be feeling like you don't know what will replace this situation, or you're afraid that you won't like find the same love or something, or like find the same companionship, support. But Spirit's saying you will, and like you don't need to take BS, or you don't need to fake anything to be loved. We also have protect your heart. Yeah, and I feel like people may be taking advantage of maybe not having boundaries in a way. But okay, so we have green, someone soon. All right, one more, please, for advice. Pink bubble fairy. Yeah, Spirit's like follow your inner child. Like, don't wait for someone to give you this opportunity. Seize it and protect yourself from anyone who isn't supporting you. I just feel like there's people that are like not really supporting it, but Spirit's encouraging you to jump anyways. I'm going to get some ego cards or some just like energy you're stepping out of and stepping into is what I like to think of these cards as. So like what energy is Pile 2 stepping out of and needing to step further? What's in alignment for them to step further into and to leave behind? It says I forgive myself for not really knowing where to invest my passion or attention. I choose to believe that when I give myself permission to change my mind as needed, I strengthen my relationship with myself and clarify my deepest desires. Yeah. So you may be feeling like you don't know what you want. And it may be because a lot of people are giving you their opinion. And so then it's kind of harder to like tap into what your truth is. It says, I forgive myself for thinking that love shared with another translates to less love available to me. I choose to believe that love is an unending source, and I allow myself to be moved to the places where it flows most abundantly. Yeah, there's a feeling here of being afraid of, if you let go of the situation, that you won't find the same love or you won't find the same happiness. And there's a need to let go of that fear of losing this person. It says, forgiving others. It says, I forgive myself for giving to others even when I have nothing left to give. And it says, I choose to believe that I do not need to do anything to prove I'm worthy of receiving, as I am innately valuable, independent of what I do or say. Yeah. And so there may be a part of you that's holding yourself back because you don't know if you would be accepted. So you may feel like a need to kind of overgive, and there's a need to protect yourself from that, with protect your heart. One more. I love these cards, you guys. It says, I forgive myself for worrying about what would happen should I dare to venture outside my comfort zone. And it says, I choose to believe that the exploration of the uncomfortable and unknown holds the key to the door that opens my dreams. Yeah. And I feel like you're longing for something and you don't know what it is. And I feel like, again, it's coming back that it's in your hands and it's in a situation. It's almost like a need to take a risk here and not be afraid of what you lose or what pain you may have to go through, because Spirit's saying it's going to be worth it. So whatever you do let go of here, it's going to be given back to you like 20-fold is what I want to say. And then it says, what is hidden will be revealed too. So I feel like in the future, it will make sense. It's almost just like Spirit saying you just have to trust us that we're leading you in the right direction. All right. Also, Defying Gravity in Wicked is coming through. You might want to listen to that song. What does pile 2 need to hear right now? It says, deep replenishment, rest, retreat, be held. You may be even feeling really stressed right now, or like under, you may be feeling kind of like, what's the word? Overburdened or really stressed out. And I feel like Spirit's saying like, make sure you're taking time for yourself and you're putting in boundaries so you can get that replenishment that you want. I feel like it's been a long time since you felt nurtured, and I feel like you may be in a non-nurturing environment. It says, mirror who or what is triggering you. Yeah, and so I feel like Spirit's saying like it's meant to be in your hands. And by the way, with someone soon, there was this energy of you waiting for someone to help you out of the situation, but it's you that's meant to help you out, okay? Because you're learning a lesson about that. And so I feel like with who or what is triggering you, I feel like Spirit's saying put in boundaries with those people, and it's happening for a reason, and it's reflecting something that needs to change, and there's a need to put up more boundaries with these people if you're feeling triggered by them. And then answer the call, what is your soul calling you to do? So you may be feeling like, it's time to make some changes in your life, and you may be afraid of doing that. But Spirit's very much encouraging you to do that, even if you don't have the support or the energy. I feel like Spirit's saying you're going to feel a lot more energy once you don't feel like you have to keep giving and giving and giving to be accepted, or you may just be around people that kind of drain you, honestly. So yeah, I hope this has been helpful for you, pile 2. If it did resonate, make sure you like this video. It really supports my videos, my channels, makes a really big difference. So thank you guys if you've been doing that, and leave a comment. I love to see how you guys felt about the reading, and make sure you subscribe. I'll be posting 2 videos every week. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm excited to see you at the next reading. Hey, pile 3, if you chose the pink quartz crystal and the queer tarot deck, and this is going to be your reading where we're going to be looking at what is going on in the connection that you have on your mind from your perspective, and then we're going to look at your person's perspective. So I'm just going to tap in to the energy. All right, so starting off with your perspective. Oh, and then by the way, after I do their perspective, I'll be getting a good amount of advice for you on the connection and really what guidance you need to hear in general. Maybe a little bit more general, just depends on whatever Spirit wants you to hear. So let's get into it. Let's start off with your perspective of what's going on in this connection. I don't know why I just said it like that, but anyways, let's get into it. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse. King of Cups. I feel like you're very like annoyed. I kept hearing she's mad, like she's mad. There's also like songs trying to come through that are kind of funny. That song, it's like Ariana Grande. I know you, she got a body like an hourglass. Okay, so I don't know. Anyways, I feel like there's a frustration with this person. You may be feeling like this person's a little bit shady. You feel like there's secrets in this connection, and you feel like this person is not very clear with you about their emotions, about their intentions. You feel like there's a little bit of manipulation. You're not having it. You are not happy about this right now. This is interesting. All right, what else for pile 3? We have the Six of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Wands here. And I'm getting this energy of like, how dare you? Like, I feel like there's this I feel like you're very offended by your person right now, or you're feeling very much like betrayed even by them, or feeling like there's this energy of you genuinely like having loyalty to this person and support and care for them. And I feel like you were coming to the connection very genuinely, really looking at this as an opportunity. And I almost feel like there's a feeling here of feeling like you were misled by this person. And it's almost like there's been some sort of obvious indication that maybe they weren't planning to build a solid foundation with you, or you feel like they haven't really been honest about what they were really looking for in this connection, or what opportunity was really here. And they may have been like making it seem like there was potential or something, because the Page of Pentacles, like you can talk about potential, especially like maybe they made it seem like there's potential for commitment here, and stability, and like building a foundation with them, but it's like maybe they were misleading you or something like that. Because we had the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's like, yeah, they may have given you some other idea of how this was going to play out, and now things took a change for them more negative, and you're like not having it. I want to get more though, because I don't know why, but I just feel like I want more. What else for pile 3? What's their perspective of the connection right now? Four of Swords and Two of Swords. Yeah, okay. So a part of you is like trying to recover from this situation. You may be trying to make up your mind, but yeah, we have the Four of Pentacles. It's like you're realizing that you have to protect yourself here, or you're realizing that this person maybe has been very much self-focused or protecting themselves, and so now you've been hurt by them. And I feel like you are trying to heal from this with this Four of Swords here. And you may be trying to spend time literally just like trying to figure this out and trying to get some mental clarity. I'm hearing on like where you went wrong, or where this went wrong, or it's like you're trying to mentally understand this situation. And you may be feeling like it's like a lose-lose situation right now. And so you're trying to just kind of find your stability too. You're trying to protect yourself now. You're thinking more about your own stability, and you may be taking like a break from this person, or you may be like not really talking to them as much right now, but I feel like you don't know, you don't see a good path forward here. Yeah. Okay, I feel like this is like more of a love reading. I was kind of getting the vibe from pile 2 that it maybe wasn't a love reading, so it's a little bit more straightforward for this one. Do I want to get some more oracles for this right now? Yeah, I'm gonna get some archetype cards. Yeah, look at that. It says like night. There's the night energy and there's the goddess. It's almost like this person may have very much, I'm hearing like tricked you, or they may have like, there's an energy of them. There's some empty promise here with this person, and you being very frustrated by it because you had pure intentions for them. What's going on with pile 3? What energy is relevant to pile 3's perspective of the connection? We have prostitute. Yeah, child eternal networker. Okay, so with prostitute, it says accentuates the challenges surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit, places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. There's an energy of being very disappointed by this person, and you may be looking at them like they're very superficial, or you're almost surprised by this person's lack of morals or foundation. And with networker here, yeah, and I was getting maybe some information came to you, but enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy, conveys information only for personal gain, spreads falsehood and fears. And then we have child eternal. There's something that you found out about this person that I feel like you tried to confront them with and they just refuse to take responsibility, and it's like really irritating. So yeah, in the shadow is inability to grow up and be responsible, extreme dependency on others for physical security. Yeah, you may have felt like you didn't even know. I feel like you got a little bit blindsided by this person or something. But like there's this energy of maybe, yeah, you found out something. It's like something you found out that really bothered you. And it's like, and then also a shadow conveys information only for personal gain. It's almost like this person painted a picture so they could take more from you, or it's like almost like this person, you're really questioning this person's morals. You're trying to figure out, are they just really immature? Are they literally, you know, do they have a mental disorder? You know, I feel like you're trying to figure out like what would motivate this person to act this way. And I feel like you're very confused about it. And then we have child orphan at the back, independence based on learning to go at it alone, conquering fear of surviving. Yeah, and I feel like this person is especially irritating to you because I feel like you have had to build up your own stability in some way, or you know, I just feel like you're the type of person who's been there for themselves a lot in life. And it's almost this annoying energy of this person maybe taking advantage of you, or there's this energy of taking no prisoners and just feeling very disappointed by this person, disappointed by this person's morals. And it's like you didn't know that this person was really able to stoop that low or able to be misleading in that way. You definitely thought they were more mature than they ended up being. But let's look at it from their side. I'm interested to see what we get. Yeah, there's a strong emotional immaturity with this person. All right. What's pile 3's person's perspective right now on the connection? What's going on in the connection from pile 3's person's perspective? King of Swords in reverse, the 6 of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the 8 of Swords. Yeah, there's an energy this person literally it's either they consciously know this or Spirit's just saying this is them, like this is their energy, but this person seems to be very impulsive. They seem to do things before thinking is what I'm getting. And they may feel like they want to reconcile with you because they may want to say that they didn't mean it or like they weren't thinking or something. There's this energy of them feeling like they did something without thinking. Ace of Wands here too. They may be wanting forgiveness or reconciliation too. 8 of Cups here in reverse. They don't want you to move on. They don't want you to walk away. 7 of Wands in reverse. There's this lack of accountability. Oh my gosh, it's like this person is maybe trying to play the victim of it, trying to play the victim of some sort of a situation, maybe trying to blame other people for their own actions. Yeah, there's this energy of them feeling like it was because other people influenced them, is what they're trying to say. And they're also trying to say that, or from their perspective, they're kind of, with the 8 of Cups here, it's like, they think that what they did is stupid, and there's this energy of them trying to like say to you, or they want to tell you that they weren't thinking when they did something to like kind of be wrong or something. That's like what message they want to give you is like, oh, I didn't do something wrong, or, you know, this wasn't what I really wanted. I regret it. I have regrets about it. you know, this isn't really my idea even. So it's kind of like they're like pushing away. They may want your forgiveness, or they may want reconciliation. They may want to tell you like, I wasn't thinking, or like, this wasn't really my idea. What else is going on from pile 3 person's perspective? Yeah, 5 of Wands. They're trying to say that there was some sort of, it's like they're trying to say that they were influenced by other people, or like maybe other people made them do something. But that's obviously not true. We know that that's not a thing. But there's this energy of them trying to say they weren't in their right mind, that it wasn't what they truly wanted. I don't know if this person like cheated or just did something stupid or like lied to you, but there may have been something where they broke your trust or broke a promise. And it's like, they're almost trying to say like, it was peer pressure, or like someone else was making me do it. You know, it wasn't really like coming from me, so you should forgive me. Yeah, there's the 2 of Cups in reverse, Ace of Pentacles, missed opportunity with you. They dropped the ball here. Yeah, they want to send you messages. They want to rush towards you. From their perspective, they want to fight for their innocence, even though I think this person definitely, it's their responsibility to be someone that thinks before they do things, you know? It's their responsibility to know what situations are going to be in their best interest or not. And so this person is trying to save this missed opportunity with you. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles in reverse, the Tower. It's like they don't want an ending. They want to, they want to try to prove themselves, or, yeah, but I do feel like there's an energy of you finding something out, or, yeah, what is that 2 of, they almost are trying to say like the reason why this got messed up was from outside sources. I'm just thinking of that because the cat, it's almost like they feel like someone else interfered with this connection. But it's sort of a way, it feels like, of like avoiding accountability. But this person just seems to not really think before they act, you know? They don't think about the consequences of their actions. And so with the 8 of Wands, it's like they want to rush towards you and see if you'd be open to reconciling with them. They want to try to say that, you know, it wasn't really what they wanted or something. Let's get some more though. Okay, we have Visionary in reverse. Okay, it says capacity to envision. I'm going to just read the reverse because that's what I feel like. Selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. Compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. Yeah, it's almost like this person gave into peer pressure about something. Selling insights to the highest bidder as well. And so there also was something about, maybe this person like even spread. Maybe they said something to other people that they weren't supposed to say. There's this energy of this person not thinking before they spoke or did something. And so maybe they I don't know how to say this for some reason. Maybe they maybe they did spread. They had spread some information. Maybe they didn't stand up for you. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a couple of things. I feel like there's this energy of this person taking the easy way out in some sort of a situation. And maybe when it came to really standing up for you or the connection, they may have disrespected it somehow. Or it's almost like there was a moment where they really should have stood up for your guys' friendship or your guys' loyalty to each other, and they didn't. You know, they went with the group, or they didn't do that. And so it's almost like this energy of maybe they let some information spread. It's almost like this person jeopardized this connection by being stupid with other people, or compromising their vision for other people, or compromising what was really true and right to them because other people were saying other things. And it was like they were very quick to drop their truth and drop their vision. I feel like it's something that may have really hurt you. It may have just had consequences. Like they didn't really realize the consequences that it would have. Yeah, we have Advocate in reverse. It's like this person maybe needed to advocate for you or this connection. Embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. And yeah, it's almost like this person maybe ended up doing something wrong towards you, or they did something that was really like hurtful. Something that really would obviously not be good for the connection. And it's like they lost this instead of advocating for you, they ended up going against their values and going with the group, you know, for personal gain. And I feel like you just may have caught them in that. We have allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle, romantic delusions. Who did they follow? I feel like this person like ended up like not being honest about their emotional truth. okay? Or maybe even this person tried to act like they don't care about you to other people or something like that, or they may have told other people something about you that wasn't true. There's an energy here of them having really done something to sabotage this connection because of outside forces, and they may have, really jeopardized the connection in order to honor someone else, honor some other values that definitely jeopardize this connection. So it's going to be different for everyone. I feel like specifically what happened, but it's like this person really turned their back on someone that was loyal to them and ended up jumping on the bandwagon of something that they knew wasn't right. Or maybe they took on a certain mentality they knew wasn't right, or directly would influence this connection in a negative way. And it's like they didn't stand in their own values with this King of Swords here. They didn't do what was fair. They didn't say what was right. They didn't do what was right. And because of that, it's like they had a moment to walk away from something that was not right. And it's like they failed to do that or something. Okay, we have transition to the spirit realm. What's the situation from their perspective? Okay, it's time for a treat in reverse. Okay. The power of 3. Maybe this person keeps making the same mistake at the same time too. Okay, there's an energy here of this person really needing to stand up into their authentic truth, but they keep denying the invitation. Transition to spirit realm, it's almost like this person failed some sort of opportunity to do the right thing. It's just really what I'm getting. And they may have put instant reward or instant gratification above spirit. Oh, because we got prostitute. That was in the other one. Yeah, it's like this person was easy to drop their morals for instant gratification is what I'm getting. Yeah, glamour, intrigue, drama. It's like this person let superficial things get in the way of their morals here with you. They definitely regret it, or it's not even that. It's not even coming through in this energy of like sadness. It's more like they want to like be like, what? It's not fair. Like I didn't mean to do that. It's just that they said this and that happened, and so I was influenced to go this way and that way, and it's just kind of like a lack of accountability, really, though. What else? No one is yours but you. Yeah, it's like this person's acting like they were controlled by someone else, but it's like you are responsible for yourself and no one is controlling you. We have good things here. Afraid of the attic. Yeah, I feel like this person is very afraid of what they've done wrong here too. They're afraid to address it with you as well. Yeah, we have slimy. It's like there's this slimy energy around them that they ended up taking on, like there's an energy of a group that doesn't care about them or some sort of superficial thing that they decided to prioritize over this. They may have thought it was going to be a good idea, or they may have felt like, they were doing the right thing at the time or something like that. But there's just an energy of them really like needing to realize. We also have healing through rest. Yeah. So yeah, they just feel honestly pretty defeated right now is what I would say. And there's an energy of them thinking that something would have been worth it. We also have something that is never truly yours, which is like the money falling down. So maybe they did something just like for the wrong reasons, and something that really betrayed your trust or betrayed your feelings about this person. It's like you just feel so disappointed in them, and I feel like they deserve it. I don't know, you guys. I feel like by pile 3, I start getting like delusional a little bit myself. So what else do I want to go into? Let's see what was going on with this person. I'm going to put these 2 decks together. I always regret when I put 2 decks together that are like the same, but I got these 2. They're different. They look exactly the same, but I always regret when I do this, but I always feel tempted. I'm just like, what if I made a mega deck out of the same shapes of decks, and maybe I'll like that better, but I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll try this out. Okay. What is the energy of pile 3's person? For feeling as though the only path available to me is the one that has been paved by those before me, I choose to believe that when I take the risk to pursue what feels possible in my heart, I expand the realm of possibility for the collective. Yeah, the conformists. They literally conformed to something. 100%. They decided to value the opinion of other people, and they didn't do the right thing. For distrusting my ability to provide for myself and give myself all that I need, to choose to believe that even when there is no proof, life is supporting me and elevating me to the next chapter of my divine adventure. Yeah, and they may have started feeling like they started getting into this lack mentality where they were too afraid to face their fears in some sort of situation, or they maybe thought that if they didn't, take some sort of opportunity or whatever this mistake was, it's like it's because there's a rooted issue in this person of not feeling like they're going to be provided for. Okay. Yeah, it's time for a treat. Remember, it's like this person is not remember, but like this person is feeling like they were just trying to get their like cake or something. For betraying myself in order to show loyalty to another. Yeah, what happened, you guys? You guys need to tell me what happened in this one. This is very interesting. I choose to believe that only I can know what is in my heart, and when I follow the gentle whispers, I am able to effortlessly embody my expansive divinity. Yeah, who did they listen to instead of in order to show they betrayed themselves and you, I feel like, in order to show some loyalty to a group that they didn't agree with. There was some negative cause that they agreed with or something. You guys need to give me the tea on this one. For creating confusion by adjusting my vision to reflect what others want to experience through me, I choose to believe that when I make my own vision, my own, I invite others to clarify their desire and seek its fulfillment independently. Yeah, there's this issue with this person conforming to what other people wanted and feeling like instead of advocating for their own truth and maybe the truth of this connection or the truth of their really what they want in life, they ended up hurting you and maybe themselves too. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, I'm very curious about what different scenarios this could be relating to. But this person didn't follow their heart and they missed an opportunity to do the right thing is how it feels. And it's like they decided to take on some sort of group think instead of doing the right thing with you, and it dishonored you. Yeah, okay. I feel like that is where I'll leave this part of it. Wait, is that all I want? I'm gonna get a couple more, because why not? What's going on from pile 3's perspective? We have the fates. Yeah, and with transition to the spirit realm and the fates, it's almost like this person is denying their truth and denying their destiny to fit in or something. We have no place like home, treasure island, co-create. Yeah, spirit's really inviting this person to level up spiritually. But because this person is afraid that they won't be given some sort of like abundance or something, it's almost like they're not comfortable with being authentic in themselves with no place like home. Because this card talks about how ultimately the only real home we have is like our authenticity and being at home with who we really are. And from that place, you can co-create with spirit. But I almost feel like this person is maybe pushing off their destiny, because I was seeing the natural world needs you too. And so I feel like this person is not honestly a bad person. It's more like they're refusing to step up into faith of the divine and faith of following their heart and being different and not just being a conformist and really standing up for their authenticity. It's like this person was afraid of losing something or afraid of going their own way and losing some sort of group support or something. But this person, the truth would have been that if they would have just followed their heart, they would have been rewarded with something, you know? But I feel like they've been kind of denying the opportunity to co-create with spirit. So this person's lost there. So let's go into some advice for you about this connection, whatever you need to hear about it. Whatever's most beneficial for you to hear right now about this connection as well. Yeah, and it's like this, I feel like spirit's really been trying to work with this person. Really been trying to get them to see a different version of what's possible. But yeah, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. This person's dimming their light to fit in, basically. And I think it's just something that really disappointed you too, because maybe it had to do with the relationship. I don't know. I want the details from you guys. I'm actually not using this deck. I don't know why I did that. Okay. Just make sure my microphone was okay. We're good. All right. Let's see what spirit wants you to hear about this. Pile 3. What does pile 3 need to hear most right now? Oh, the power of 3 as well. The natural world needs you. Interesting. If you guys are mirroring each other. We also have ghost people. Yeah, I'm going to take it that way. Spirit's saying you are also learning a lesson here. You are also being repetitively given the same experience. And there's a lesson that you also have to learn here. And with the ghost people, this kind of talks about feeling confused by people that aren't authentic. And I feel like you're someone who's very authentic, and you really are. Maybe you both have been surrounded by a group of people that like really mooch up other people's energy and really aren't for your highest good, or they're lacking a certain light within them, so they're attracted to your light. And I feel like in this group, it's like you have people around you, maybe even this person. Well, I feel like it's people around you and this person, honestly, or mainly around them. But it's like there's this energy here of not wasting your time with people that don't really shine their authentic light out, and people that kind of mooch off other people's energy. And it's the faceless ghost. It's because they aren't authentic in themselves, and so they just put on a mask of someone else. And so there may be a lot of people that are like that around you, and I feel like you're very much waking up to it. And I feel like Spirit's saying you have bad things to do. Literally, for me, that was like an inside joke with my spirit guides, but they would always like there's a song, this is kind of a tangent, but there was a song like come on, like I got bad things to do. And by bad things, it's like I have like good things to do, or like you have an agenda in this life and the world needs you. And I feel like Spirit's saying you keep running into this similar issue of needing to recognize people that are authentic and understand that you are different from other people, because you do stand authentically in your light, and and being able to recognize that you can't make people be authentic too. Because I feel like there is a frustration about this person because they're not doing that, which is very frustrating. But I also feel like you're not meant to be drained by it, you know? You're meant to just do you. And if this person wants to keep hanging around with the sheep, they can, but you're meant to be a wolf out here. And you're kind of, I guess, getting the same lesson so you don't repeat it. I feel like Spirit's saying, let's not repeat this lesson again. We have to be fair. What advice do we have for pile 3? Time for a nap. Yeah, I feel like these situations are draining you. That's what Spirit doesn't like about it. It's time to just say how it is, you know? Truth be told, yeah, they're wanting you to look at some sort of a truth about a situation. Yeah, all that glitters. There's all these people that are superficial around you, or there's people that you're maybe not seeing the superficialness of them. You're maybe not seeing that they're empty promises with these people, and it's almost like you're involved in a lot of people that don't really have the best intentions for you or this person. And I almost feel like Spirit's saying they're going to continue to drain you. And you can decide to play the game with them, or you can decide to see things clearly and block these people out of your life, honestly. That's what I would suggest. All right, what energy is pile 3 stepping out of and stepping into right now? What is the most important lessons that pile 3 themselves are going through? There's also a need to, people are going to drag you down is kind of what I feel like. Is like, I feel like you may be in a phase, or you may be in the process of understanding that like, you may not want to abandon people, or you may feel like you're very loyal. That's like the thing coming through, is you're very loyal, and it's like you will kind of tire yourself out trying to help these people, or like you want to bring them with you basically to the other side, the side of like, you know, more authentic happiness and things like that. But Spirit's saying like, don't put your energy into people that are just going to drain it. Like we have a place for you, you know? And so the sooner you can kind of see these people for what they are and understand that like there's no intention of them really like, and it could be about this person or other people in your life, but there's kind of a need to see through some sort of situation that's definitely a facade, you know? Like there's some sort of situation around you that I'm hearing funny things, but that is very much not for you. And maybe a part of you sympathizes with them because I feel like you have maybe felt like a misfit or felt like you don't really belong, and maybe these people kind of emanate that too. But I feel like there's a need to like see though that like it's draining for you and unnecessary. So let's see what else comes through. For worrying about what may happen should I dare to venture outside my comfort zone. So this is what you're stepping out of and stepping into. I choose to believe that the exploration of the uncomfortable and unknown holds the key to the door that opens my dreams. And it's almost like you may be hoping you can transform these people or this environment into a more authentic version of like that very much reflects you, but I feel like if anything is Spirit saying you're going to go create your own situation that's going to reflect you. It says, for thinking that others are more worthy of living their dream than I am. That's what you're stepping away from. I choose to believe that I deserve to live my dream, as it is through the realization of my desires that I become the vehicle for the expression of life's mystical experiences. Yeah. So there may be a part of you that doesn't really see how special you are, or doesn't really see how much you're needed. And I feel like some dream that you have or whatever you want to do in your life, like, it's very much needed. And there may be people, you may not be seeing that you are also very much able to be in this position of sharing your gifts. You may just not underestimate your gifts sometimes too. It says, I forgive myself for pressuring myself to have all the answers, even when the answers are not yet meant to be mine. I choose to believe that knowledge simply enhances my intuition, and it is safe to follow my instinct until more is revealed. Yeah, and you may be needing to take some sort of leap of faith, or you may be trying to like figure things out. Because remember, I saw that you were, with the Two Swords energy. It's like you're like really confused about these people, or like you want to like make sure you understand it, but like, what if you won't understand it? It's like Spirit saying, just follow your intuition. It's not going to lead you to the wrong place. It says, I forgive myself for shaming another's ability to effortlessly and endlessly receive from the environment. I choose to believe that when I allow myself to receive without reflexively giving back, I am replenished with the resources I need to give more freely. Yeah, and I feel like you're in an environment that really doesn't feed you or serve you, or maybe this person likes more superficial things, and like maybe that's something that actually makes them happy in some way, and maybe it's like for you, like it doesn't. So there could be a need to kind of understand that, everyone's going to have their different things that they find, fulfilling. And it's just more important that you are finding what's right for you. All right, last one. I forgive myself for valuing external validation over my internal validation. Yeah. And so you may be like not trusting yourself in these situations, or you may be like gaslight. These people may be gaslighting you, and then you may be gaslighting yourself. But it says, I choose to believe that only I can feel the absolute joy. Only I can feel the absolute joy of living in alignment with my true being, and that joy is potent enough to be both accessed and celebrated on my own. Yeah, and so you may just feel like these people are so different from you, or don't accept you, or something. You may be afraid of being cast out from these people too, but I feel like Spirit's saying you're much better off without them. And if your internal self is telling you to go in a certain direction, to go there. So not to fall for superficial value as well, because it looks good on the surface. Maybe because there's more sheep there doesn't mean that you're not better off being a wolf. So so this resonated for you. Make sure, wait, sorry. I do want to get one of these cards for your guidance as well. All right, last card, or maybe I'll get two. We'll see. For pile 3, your guidance is divinely guided. I agree. Oh my gosh, look at this. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Seriously. You are the one with the power. Like, you are the one with the authenticity and the power. Do not try to fit in with these sheep. How are you being called to step up and lead? Yes, priestess. Yes, the natural world needs you. We need your gifts out here. Maybe you're meant to be like a teacher of some type also. So, all right, that's where I'm going to leave it. Thank you so much for watching. If it resonated, please do hit the like button. It really supports these videos, my channel. So thank you so much to those of you that are doing that. And leave a comment, especially you guys. It's up to you guys. You don't have to do anything. And make sure you subscribe, because I'll be posting 2 videos every week. And I am hoping to see you at the next one. Have a great rest of your day.